Hello everyone. Today I am going to be redesigning some Yandere simulator characters. This is part 2 of the series. If you haven't seen my previous video, the context of this video may not make sense, so I'd recommend watching that one before you watch this one. Today, I am going to be redesigning Oka and Amai, so let's begin. Except, you might be wondering, why are you redesigning Oka and Amai before Osana when Osana is the first rival? Well, that is because, this order is stupid, so I'm changing it. Instead of feeling like a steady progression of difficulty, it feels more like this. For changing the order of rival elimination, the factors I considered are, how popular the rival is, how strong this rival is, the prestige of the rival, and their connection to Senpai. With all that considered, this is the new order. Characters who spend time alone are ranked lower because they would be easy to kill, characters who have a connection to Senpai are ranked higher, and characters with self-defense capabilities are ranked higher. And of course, characters with high prestige are ranked higher, such as the teacher in Megami. You may have noticed that Asu is not on this list, and that is because I simply do not like her enough to redesign her. Sorry Asu fans, but she is being skipped. Also one more thing, I will be making some of the rivals male just because I feel like it. One of these being Oka. I didn't really choose which rivals I made male, I randomized it and just went with that. Normally when I redesign these characters, I look at the original inspiration. I was going to do that for this design, but I eventually decided to stray away from that. I will go more in depth with this later, but each rival has a color. Looking at the game Persona, a lot of characters have a distinct color. Because of all of that, I wanted Oka to have a distinct color too. This is why I took Oka's original colors and saturated them so the design reads more as dark blue. Speaking of her original design, I don't particularly dislike it. The only thing I dislike is the uniform. It looks like a weird cosplay and any other uniform in the game looks better. Other than that, I actually like her hair and accessories. I kept their hair length the same and just tied it up in a ponytail. Also I added these blue streaks. They're not very visible, but I swear Oka had these in her actual design, but I guess she doesn't. For accessories I added a book bag and sweater thing. I imagine he carries his paranormal books or something in there. Honestly, I kept this design simple. I feel like he wouldn't want to draw attention to himself and would want to keep to himself. And here is his final design. Except I lied. I was not satisfied with it at this point despite being finished, so I started revisions. Also, can I just say, I completely thought Oka's eyes were the same color as her hair. A lot of rivals follow this trend and a lot of fan art depicts her this way, but her eyes are actually a deep purple red color. Now this is the actual final version. I changed a few things, including his eyes. I feel like the previous eyes didn't suit the art style or character. Now, moving on to Amai. Amai's original design slightly bugs me in that she has layers, but all the layers are the same length. I completely got rid of her head thingy and made her skirt longer because of this. I also upgraded her apron to make it actually practical, but still cute. That was one of my goals for her design, practicality but also cuteness, which is why I rolled up her sleeves. Having long sleeves while baking I imagine would not be fun. Now, I changed her hair to be longer and rounder, simply because I disliked her original hairstyle. I'm allowed to make completely arbitrary decisions, okay? However, there still are some things I kept from the original. I kept her droopy eyes and her color scheme who. As I said, I'm giving each rival a color, so Amai's color naturally will be teal. Except, for her eye color I was in a dilemma. I wanted everyone to have more natural eye colors, but I really wanted Amai to have teal eyes, so I cheated a bit. Here is the final drawing for Amai. Her eyes are kind of half teal, half brown. And that was all the redesigns for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching and let me know your thoughts down below. And I will say, I really thought I was going to enjoy redesigning Oka more than Amai. If anything, I didn't really like Amai before this. But honestly, I much prefer my Amai design than Oka's. Anyways, if everything goes to plan, I will be redesigning Kazana and Osana in the next video. And if I go on hiatus for another 3 months, just yell at me in the comments. Anyways, bye everyone.